Hello, this is Mike with PlanSwift. In this video, we're going to give a brief getting started overview. You've already got PlanSwift installed on your system, so let's just kind of get used to where things are located within PlanSwift. So across the top of our screen, we have our various tabs. We have the Home tab, the Page tab, the Tools, the View, Estimating, Lists, Templates, Settings, Reports, Help, and the Plugin Store. Our Home tab houses the most common functions that you'll use in your day-to-day use of PlanSwift with digitizing. Our Job group, this is where we'll create a new job, open existing projects, printing, emailing or sending plans to another user, navigation for web-like browser back and forward navigation while you're browsing through your pages. We have our zoom and pan tools, so you can zoom in, zoom out, fit to page, or zoom to the maximum extents. Panning, our measurement tools, this allows you to set a scale to a page as well as dimension a page. And then our takeoff tools, obviously the area, linear, segment, and count, and any sub-tools that those would have in their sub-menus. Send data for sending information, digitizer information to a third-party program. Our record section, this is turning the digitizer recorder on and off, as well as creating new sections. And then our annotation sections, which this is new for 9.4. This allows you to do cloud markups as well as rubber stamps and sticky tabs for pinpointing certain information on a page. Our highlighter tools, general notes for adding notes to a page, doing overlays so you can do comparative or standard overlays, or if you need to bring in an image and put it right on a plan page, you can do that with the image button. Just as the tab name would imply, the Page tab has all the tools for editing information or renaming pages. So it has to do with the images themselves. So we can add additional pages, we can rename pages, we can add pages that import directly from a plan room. Our rotation tools, flipping the page horizontally or vertically if you get something that's backwards. Image tools, so if you want to invert a page to give it a black background as opposed to a white background. You can crop sections of a page to create a new page. Copy information directly to a clipboard. This again is a new feature to 9.4. Set the origin and offset origin. These are typically used with third-party components. And then close a page if you want to close the page out altogether. The Tools tab. This is for actually editing the takeoff items themselves. So when you have an item selected on your page, you can rotate that item right and left, flip it vertically or horizontally. A couple of tools for measuring the pitch or triangulating a location on a page. The conversion tools for converting PDFs to TIFF. If you have a PDF that's imported already and you want to convert it to a TIFF, you would use these tools. Same way with a CPC to a TIFF. You can download to your mobile device, and that would download takeoff information and the images themselves. The ability to zip up the entire job, the entire project for archiving, or if you need to zip it up and save it to a flash drive and make it portable, take it home and work on it there. And then some Excel tools. We can open or attach an existing Excel file to the project. So if you have other spreadsheets that you're using that would actually get stored on the job itself, it would actually show up in the attachments folder. You can open an existing Excel file in this job. And you can also save screenshots, which is handy for RFIs and things like that. Our View tab, this is what's visible on the current page. So if you want to hide labels or show labels or hide items, turning your layers on and off, hide and show overlays, your dimensions, notes, or adjust the fonts and dimension fonts, things like that. You can do it for an entire page from the View tab. Estimating is where the project is currently stored. So all your takeoff data would show up in your estimate. You can create different layouts, so you can have different columns of information showing. And again, you can add digitizer items, you can add folders, and change the structure in the estimate on the fly. All your tools in the estimating section are pretty self-explanatory. Again, You have the ability to add your digitized items, parts and assemblies, delete items, print the page, add columns, filter the information. You can expand all and collapse all folders. You have your Excel options. You can import an Excel template. You can export to Excel. And then you've got your clipboard options as well. The adjust option allows you to move things in and out of folders or up and down in the list. Lists are where you would store a list of information. If you want to incorporate that into your items, there are additional videos on these functions as well. Templates, this is where you have all your sample information that is included with PlanSwift, but you also have the ability to create your own tabs and build your own digitizer items and parts and assemblies to create your own libraries, and all that would happen within your templates. Your templates are then available for all of your jobs. Settings are general program settings. Again, there are videos on all of these specific items. Data storages is where your PlanSwift data is actually stored on your computer or on a network. Your general settings, company information, this is where you would enter in your company information, your customer number and PIN for unlocking. You can assign your own keyboard shortcuts. Your interface options, and this would be your view, such as the color scheme, whether or not you want to show your types, and there are additional videos on all of these. Zoom and pan options for setting your pan speed, your mouse speed, things like that. Annotation settings, this is for setting your default label, note, dimension, legend, and highlighter settings. This is things like your font size, your font, the color of the label. Graphic options, most people will leave this set as default unless you need to change something specific. Takeoff tools, this would be your transparencies on areas, transparencies on segments, the size of your points, things like that. Snap options would be allowing snapping in CAD drawings, as well as your Smart Ortho and Smart Snap in PlanSwift. Notifications, this would be your notifications for update notifications. If you want to be notified of all updates or just recommended updates, or if you don't want to be notified at all, you can turn that off. Most dialogues within PlanSwift, if you receive a warning or a confirmation box, you have the option of canceling and turning that option off, or not showing you that option again. You can reset those options here. If you're using a Jateco digitizer, that also interfaces into PlanSwift. You would make those connection settings here. And then our property groups, this is getting more advanced into the item properties, but you can set a default list order for the property groups. Our reports, this is where you'll generate all of your reports within PlanSwift. There are several to choose from, just default reports, and this is just sorting and filtering the data in PlanSwift. And there is a whole section on documentation and videos on how to work within reports. At the top you have your report actions. This would be your page setup, your report settings, and each one is individual to the report. You have your refresh button, again the ability to expand all folders, collapse all folders, and then a few export options to export the data from the report into Excel, or if you want to create a CSV file or an XML file, you have that ability as well. Get on to our online help. This is your dashboard. This is where you can access your online help files at PlanSwift, all of our tutorial videos. You can get our one-on-one support chat by clicking the Chat with Us button. If you have a suggestion for a feature in the product, you just click on our suggestion box. We have our online forum where you can chat with other users of PlanSwift, as well as post questions in the forums for answers. You can log into your account at PlanSwift to check your license status, all of your plugin licenses that you may have downloaded. All that information for your account is available under My Account. We have our system requirements posted, remote assistance if you're needing technical support. You can contact our support staff via remote assistance. They can remote into your computer and help you out. If you need to schedule an online demonstration, you can just click the online demo. Join any of our free webinars for additional training. They happen daily. view our wiki page for more information on how to do things, and then you can just contact us via email. So all that's right in your dashboard, right within the software. If you need to check for updates, or you need to remove your license, that's handled under the licensing information. You can also request your remote assistance here as well. To see what version of PlanSwift you're running, you'll simply hit the About button. You'll see you're on the latest version, and then this is your computer ID. This is the unique identifier that identifies you within PlanSwift. If you need to report a bug, you can simply click Report a Bug, log into our bug tracking system, and you can post your bug or feature request as well into the bug reporting system and get email notifications when that's been corrected. Just for reference, your customer number is listed on the Help tab as well. So if you're calling into technical support, you'll need your customer number for reference. The plugin store, this takes it out to our web page and loads up all of the plugins that are currently available for PlanSwift 9. And you'll see they're broken down into categories. Just select the plugin that you want to see. That'll load additional information, a short description of what the plugin does. There's also a link to take you out to documentation and instructions on how to use that plugin. Most plugins, there are several plugins that are created by PlanSwift for PlanSwift, but there are also third-party developers in here as well. The bulk of plugins usually have a 2-week free trial. That again is up to the plugin developer, but you can download and install the plugins in the same manner that you do with PlanSwift. It follows the same licensing scheme. Now within our sample plan, we have several videos and links to help get you started right away, but the fastest way to get started be simply clicking on any one of these links that will take you into our knowledge base. I'll just bring this over here, which will take you into our online knowledge base, and you'll see we have our video section for PlanSwift 9 and a list of all of the videos that are available to help get you going, as well as text documentation on the PlanSwift 9 user manual.